Hello everyone, welcome to Monsoon Awareness Week. Today's subject is lightning, and we'll start out with a little bit on the science of lightning. Well, nature loves to balance itself out. And if you have a cumulonimbus cloud with ice crystals in the upper region of the cloud, that leads to a separation in charge, with the positive charge congregating in the upper part of the cloud, negative charge pooling in the lower region, and that negative charge can induce a positive charge on the surface of the earth. Well, if the difference in the charge becomes too great, nature's going to want to balance that out with a lightning flash. If it's within the cloud, we call it an intra-cloud flash. You can have cloud-to-cloud flashes too. If it's from the lower part of the cloud to the surface of the earth, that's usually a negative cloud-to-ground flash. And if it's from the upper region of the cloud to the surface of the earth, the less common positive cloud-to-ground flash. At the bottom of the slide, you'll see a sequence of events there. The lower region of the cloud, where the negative charge is pooling, it will, a step at a time, reach toward the surface of the earth. Meanwhile, the positive charge is reaching up, usually through taller objects, and once the connection is made, well, let's let this video tell the story. You have the negative charge, one step at a time, reaching towards the ground. This is slowed down considerably, obviously. And then once the connection with the positive charge is made, you have the return stroke. We call it a cloud-to-ground strike because that's where the strike originated, but it's the return stroke from the ground that you usually see. Whether it's negative, positive, cloud-to-ground, or ground-to-cloud, it's lightning, and it's dangerous, and it's potentially deadly. The deadliest strikes, well, imagine being under a dark cloud. You haven't heard any thunder yet, but the first lightning strike of the storm is a cloud-to-ground strike. Seemingly no warning. Very dangerous. Also, the thunderstorm seems to have moved on. You haven't heard thunder in about 15 or 20 minutes. That's probably safe to go outside, right? But lightning can lace back through trailing clouds that's just been giving you light rain and you haven't heard any thunder, and then reach the ground from that lacing back. Or you can have lightning striking through the air more than 10 miles from the parent storm. So wait until 30 minutes after you've heard the thunder before venturing outside. That lightning strike is dangerous in many ways. One reason is because it can heat the air to the 50,000 degree mark. That's hotter than the surface of the sun. Almost 15 million thunderstorms occur around the world each year, and within the time it takes for me to say lightning flashes, there's been about 40 of those around the world. Annual lightning fatalities. Well, the facts have some good news and bad news. More than 50 years ago, the annual average across this country was 140 fatalities due to lightning. That has come down to 49 a year, according to the latest 30-year average, and 26 a year, the last 5-year average. But the bad news is that's still too many. In New Mexico, same trend, fewer and fewer with each passing decade, but still too many. It's the summer months where you have the most lightning fatalities and lightning-caused injuries. Probably not surprising because that's when you have the greatest number of thunderstorms and the greatest number of people outdoor enjoying our mountains and hikes and our lakes. But there's no safe place outdoors, unfortunately. Lightning safety tips. If you're indoors, it's safer than outdoors, but you still want to stay away from cords and plumbing and water. Think about this. Lightning hits nearby. It's going to enter your home through the wires that bring the electricity to your appliances, or by which you can use your corded telephones. So stay away from those. Stay away from doors and windows. I know it's tempting to watch that beautiful lightning display, but no, stay away from the windows. If you're outdoors, there's no safe place. You can make it a little less dangerous if you stay away from metal objects, isolated tall objects, or stay away from the wide open spaces or avoid lakes and pools, but it's still quite dangerous. Now, if you have an enclosed metal vehicle, that's actually pretty good. You can consider that you're indoors, I guess, because if you're inside that vehicle, the windows are rolled up, doors closed, and you don't touch any metal, it's much safer than being outside that vehicle. This doesn't work with a convertible, unfortunately. But try to find an indoor shelter. That's the best thing. When thunder roars, go indoors. That rhyme could save you a lot of trouble. When thunder roars, go indoors. Now we look forward to tomorrow when the subject will be downbursts. Remember, you don't have to have a tornado to experience a lot of damage from thunderstorm winds. Thank you for listening today.